Hi, MAN 4350, and welcome to week 3. I wanted to address the previous assignment, the week 2 assignment. In week 2, you were asked to upload a current resume, which I will be reviewing, and I will be giving you all feedback. You asked to upload the description of your dream job, and I'm going to talk about that in just one moment. And you were asked to upload your current LinkedIn profile. The job search process, in order to be successful at the game of finding your dream job, things need to be done a little bit differently than I think we traditionally are taught. The first thing you need to do, and we're kind of going to work backwards, is to find the description of your dream job. And that's why I asked you to post it for me to review and something that we can discuss with our classmates. You're going to work backwards from that dream job. You want to go out and find the full and complete description of your dream job from the organization that has that job. And then you're going to cater your resume to the dream job. You need to make sure that you have the skills that they're looking for. We will commonly read a job description and think, I'm perfect for this job, and then you just submit your generic resume, and that's not going to work. You need to communicate through that process that you are indeed the perfect candidate for that position. So the first thing you're going to do is find the job description. You're then going to create your resume based on that job description. You may want to use exact terminology. There are two different schools of thought here. Some people think it's an easy no-brainer and it's taking the easy way out when you see exact terminology from the job description to the resume. Other people think that you're just a perfect fit. I happen to be from the school of thought that you read it and you digested it and you went and looked at your experience and you showed specifically how you fit. And I have experience doing this myself, and I have experience showing others how to do it, and it works. Now, I have heard from other human resource professionals that they look at it and they think the person just copied and pasted and they throw the resume in the garbage. But this is not an objective process. This is a subjective process, and every hiring manager is going to look at things a little differently, and every company is looking for something different. And remember, always remember, you are interviewing them just as much as they are interviewing you. So if they look at your resume and you chose to go route A or route B, and your resume does or does not make it through as a result, whatever's meant to be is going to happen. So you're going to go find the description of your ideal job first. Then you're going to write your resume based on that. You will probably have all the skills in that dream job description and more, but you want to focus on what they're looking for. There are 3 things in the job search process, regardless of whether you are looking for your dream job or you're looking to hire an ideal employee. So these are 2 sides of the same human resource door. They're looking for, can you do the job? Do you have the knowledge, skills, and abilities to perform in this position? Will you do the job? Are you motivated? Do you have the motivation to come in and be interested in the position, interested in using your knowledge, skills, and abilities to be successful at the job? And the final and last thing, and the most difficult thing to find from the perspective of job hunting or from the perspective of looking for your ideal employee, is fit. And fit is everything. Anytime anyone ever comes to me and complains to me about their job, I listen to them, I digest everything that they're sharing with me, and 9 times out of 10 you're not going to change the organization. You need to go look for better fit. So can you do the job? Knowledge, skills, and abilities. Will you do the job? Are you motivated to use your knowledge, skills, and abilities to the best of your ability in this particular position? And finally, fit. And your passion and your heart and your drive need to, and your ethics and your morals and your values need to match that of the organization that you're going to work for. So 9 times out of 10 when I hear complaints about a person who does not, complaints from a person who does not like their job, it's a fit issue, and there's nothing we can do about it except go find a place where we fit. So you're going to get the job description. You're going to cater your resume to the job description. You're going to have a different resume for every single job that you apply for. You need to put that much thought into it. A generic resume in this economy is not going to work. So after you have written your resume based on the job description, you will then hopefully be called for an interview. When you go in for an interview, you want to highlight your strengths under all circumstances, regardless of the question. And I know the questions can be hard, and this is the exercise we're going to do this week. You'll bear with me for one moment, we're getting there. But you want to focus on the positive at all costs. Keep in mind, you don't have a decision to make about a job until you've been offered the job. So the goal of this process is to get a job offer. The entire beginning piece of the process, they're in control. When you get a job offer is when the power is given to you. So don't think about whether or not you want the job initially and early on. Think about getting the job offer. When you get a job offer, then you think about whether or not you want the job. Two totally different things, two totally different pieces of the puzzle. So you go to the interview. We're going to talk about some other interviewing tips here in just a few minutes. And so everything you do and say is in an effort to get a job offer. When you get a job offer is when you hold the power, when you can negotiate salary, when you can negotiate benefits, when you can negotiate it all. Because before that, you pretty much just say yes to everything. Do you want to live in the middle of a glacier in Alaska? Yes, I do. I look forward to it. It's been a lifelong dream. Maybe it hasn't been a lifelong dream, but you don't have a decision to make about whether or not you want to live in the middle of that glacier in Alaska until you get a job offer. So there's no decision to be made until you get a job offer. You're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. Go into the process, go through the process with a very open mind, and determine if you can get a job offer. Not if you want the job. If you can get a job offer, that is the goal. When you get a job offer, when everything's on the table, then you decide if you want the job. And at that point, you determine from the seat of power whether or not they're offering you something that you would actually be interested in, and then you can negotiate salary and things of that nature. So that's the beginning of this process, the beginning of the job search process. That's why you were asked to submit your current resume, again, which I will give you feedback on, and a description of your dream job. We're going to talk more about the interviewing process. We're going to talk a lot about networking, because there's great power in networking, and we'll continue through this as we move forward, and we'll continue through it in small, manageable steps with, I hope, reasonably sized videos, so that we can all recognize from a leadership perspective how to find a job that will fit what we're looking for, and from a job search perspective how we can genuinely find a job that speaks to our hearts. So please, I look forward to our continued exchange. Again, I'm going to read your resumes and give you all feedback. If you haven't already, please post the description of your dream job. Thanks!